All right, so let's just cut the crap and get right into this deep dive. Our listener wants the dirt on David Mayer de Rothschild.
Rothschild.
Yeah, sounds like some Bond villain with a lair carved into a goddamn glacier, right? But this dude's all about saving the planet, not blowing it up.
Bit of a paradox in it. Born with a silver spoon so far up his arse it's practically a suppository, yet he's out there scrubbing the planet's skid marks.
Fucking A. And we're hitting up Wikipedia for this one.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, no, I know. Wikipedia. Bit dry, bit dusty.
Yeah.
But trust me, even in that snooze fest of an encyclopedia, this guy's life pops out like a turd in a punch bowl.
Well, you wouldn't expect the youngest heir to the Rothschild fortune. I mean, we're talking obscene Scrooge McDuck vault levels of wealth to give a flying fuck about anything but, I don't know, the thread count of his Egyptian cotton sheets?
Right. But this fucker went rogue. Instead of popping crystal on a yacht, he's climbing mountains and sailing across the goddamn Pacific in a boat made of recycled plastic bottles. Like, what kind of mental gymnastics is that?
Well, let's unpack this shit. Born in London, 1978, British banker dad, American socialite mom, classic eat the rich starter pack, yeah? You'd think this guy would be more concerned with the vintage of his caviar than the melting ice caps.
Seriously. But hold on, it gets weirder. Turns out, this trust fund baby was a champion horseback rider as a teenager. Like,
Yeah.
Olympic level good.
No shit!
Yeah, but then he just ditches the whole horse scene. Says there's more to life than jumping over fences on a horse. Easy for you to say when you're swimming in more dough than a goddamn bakery.
Right. He could have just chilled, lived off his family's obscene wealth, probably never worked a day in his life, but nah, this guy decides to get a degree in political science. From Oxford Brookes, no less. And then, get this, he goes on to study natural medicine.
What the actual fuck?
I know, right?
It's like he's trying to be the world's most overqualified eco-warrior. Like, is he going to lobby for rainforest conservation while simultaneously administering herbal remedies to injured orangutans? What's the plan here?
I think it's about seeing the bigger picture, connecting the dots between human systems, the environment, well-being. It's not as random as it seems.
Okay. I'll bite. So how does a horseback riding, politically savvy, nature-loving, trust fund kid end up becoming the poster boy for adventure ecology?
Good question. See, adventure ecology is basically using exploration and daredevil shit to shove environmental issues in people's faces.
Yeah.
And Rothschild, he's become the king of this game. He's like a modern-day explorer, but instead of planting flags on uncharted territory, he's planting seeds of awareness about climate change.
Okay, so he's not just some armchair activist tweeting about saving the planet from his mansion. What kind of crazy stunts are we talking about?
Hold on to your hats because this guy has done it all. Crossed both the Arctic and the Antarctica. We're talking brutal sub-zero temperatures, treacherous landscapes, even broke a speed record crossing the Greenland ice cap. This dude is basically a real-life action hero with a conscience.
Damn, this Rothschild is making me look like a lazy sack of shit. And all of this led him to create the Adventure Ecology organization, right?
Adventure ecology.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Right on. It's basically his platform for yelling about climate change and pushing for solutions. Think of it as his megaphone to the world. He's using these crazy expeditions to gather data, show the world the fucked up shit happening to the environment, and inspire people to actually give a damn.
All right, I'm starting to see how this dude operates. But let's be real, the story we're all here for is the boat made of goddamn plastic bottles. That's some next level shit right there.
Ah, yes, the Plastiki. This is where shit gets really interesting. Have you heard about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch?
The Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
Yeah, that giant swirling vortex of plastic trash in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking horrifying. Makes you want to swear off plastic for life, but then you realize that practically everything comes wrapped in the damn stuff.
Well, Rothschild was so pissed off about this plastic soup swirling around the ocean that he decided to build a goddamn boat out of the stuff and sail it across the Pacific. He wanted to raise a giant middle finger to plastic pollution, show the world that even trash can be repurposed into something incredible.
Wait, hold up. He actually built a boat, like a real deal seaworthy vessel made entirely out of plastic bottles.
Yep, a 60-foot catamaran, no less. He christened it the Plastiki, a cheeky nod to Thor Heyerdahl's Kon-Tiki expedition.
This motherfucker is on another level.
And get this, they used 12,500 reclaimed plastic bottles for the hull. Even the glue was made from cashew nuts and sugar. This wasn't just some publicity stunt. It was a testament to sustainable design and ingenuity. Like, this dude was walking the walk in a way most of us can't even fathom.
Cashew nuts and sugar. What kind of voodoo glue is that? Did this contraption even float? And how the hell did he convince anyone to sail across the Pacific in a glorified trash barge?
Oh, it floated all right. Not only that, but it sailed over 8,000 nautical miles from San Francisco to Sydney.
No fucking way.
Yeah, it was a logistical nightmare for sure. Imagine trying to navigate the open ocean in a boat literally made of garbage. But they pulled it off. And in doing so, they captured the world's attention. Even Time magazine named the Plastiki one of the 50 best inventions of 2010.
Damn, this Rothschild is one crazy motherfucker. So what happened after the Plastiki? Did he just retire from his eco-crusade and chill on a beach somewhere, sipping coconut water from a biodegradable straw?
Not a chance. The Plastiki was just the beginning. This guy is like the Energizer Bunny of eco-activism, always on to the next big thing.
All right, spill the beans. What other crazy shit did he get up to?
Wow. Well, he went and bought a massive organic farm in New Zealand.
Dude, what
Yeah, like a proper farm. 450 hectares when he was like 20 years old. Barely legal to drink, but already knee-deep in sheep shit and sustainable agriculture.
Okay, hold the fucking phone. So we've got a trust fund kid, champion horseback rider, political science grad, natural medicine enthusiast, and now he's playing farmer. What the hell is this guy's deal?
I think he was already tinkering with sustainability before it became, his thing. Like a test run for his later adventures.
Hold on. Wasn't it around the same time he scored an invite to some crazy-ass polar expedition?
Oh, yeah, that too. That expedition seems to have been a turning point for him. Like a switch flipped in his brain and saving the planet became his life's mission.
So from organic tomatoes to the goddamn Arctic. This dude's life is a wild ride.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Champion horseback rider, political science and natural medicine graduate, organic farmer, and now a polar explorer.
Makes my Netflix and chill weekends look pretty pathetic.
Don't worry, I think we can all feel a little intimidated by Rothschild's resume. But maybe that's the point,
What do you mean?
Like, he's showing us that we all have the potential to push ourselves, do unexpected shit, make a difference.
Okay, I'll buy that. But let's get back to these expeditions.
Yeah.
Crossing both the Arctic and the Antarctica, that's some serious badassery. What was he even trying to accomplish with those trips? Was it just for the gram?
Nah, these expeditions were about way more than bragging rights. The Arctic one, for example, was a brutal 100-day trek from Russia to Canada.
Jesus.
Yeah, he wanted to witness the effects of climate change firsthand, See the melting glaciers, rising sea levels. And by sharing his experiences, he hoped to wake people up to the urgency of the climate crisis.
So he's not just some armchair environmentalist talking the talk but not walking the walk.
Exactly. He's out there getting his hands dirty, experiencing the consequences of climate change firsthand. And the Antarctica expedition was just as hardcore. He was part of a team that traversed the entire goddamn continent.
No shit.
Yeah, battling insane conditions, pushing their limits. And then there was that speed record on the Greenland ice cap.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Didn't he set a new world record or something?
He was part of the team that did, yeah. Fastest crossing of the Greenland ice cap. But it wasn't about personal glory or an adrenaline rush.
So what was the point?
It was about gathering data, documenting the changes happening to the planet, and inspiring others to take action.
So he's using adventure as a weapon against apathy and ignorance.
It's a pretty damn effective weapon, too. It cuts through the noise and grabs people's attention.
Yeah, it's not just dry scientific data or lectures. It's human stories, raw experiences, breathtaking visuals, the kind of shit that hits you right in the gut.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see why this Rothschild guy is so damn effective at getting his message across. He's not just telling people about the problems, he's showing them. Inviting them to see the world through his eyes, feel the urgency.
And that's what makes him so compelling. He's not just whining about the problems, he's offering solutions, showcasing innovative ideas like the Plastiki, proving that we can live in harmony with nature without sacrificing our modern comforts.
Speaking of the Plastiki, let's talk about the logistics of that expedition. Sailing across the Pacific in a boat made of plastic bottles sounds batshit crazy. How did they even pull that off?
It was a massive undertaking for sure. Years of planning, some serious engineering.
Like, how do you even begin to design a boat made of trash?
They had to source and process thousands of plastic bottles, design a hull that could withstand the open ocean, develop sustainable systems for everything.
Everything. Like what?
power generation, waste management, you name it. They couldn't just pull into a marina for supplies, right? Yeah, we're sailing across the Pacific in a boat made of garbage. Got any spare cashew nut glue?
That's hilarious.
They had to be entirely self-sufficient. Renewable energy sources like solar panels and wind turbines. They even had a garden on board to grow some of their own food.
A garden on a boat made of plastic bottles.
It was all part of their mission, walking the walk, showing that it's possible to live sustainably even in the most challenging environments. They wanted to prove that we can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, minimize waste, create a more circular economy.
And they actually sailed across the entire Pacific in this thing.
8,000 nautical miles from San Francisco to Sydney. A testament to their ingenuity, resilience, and, well, their unwavering belief in their mission.
That's some serious dedication. And they did all of this to raise awareness about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, to show the world that our addiction to plastic is choking the oceans.
That was the primary goal, yeah. To show the devastating impact of plastic pollution and inspire people to reduce their plastic consumption.
Well, mission accomplished, I'd say. The Plastiki made headlines around the world, sparked countless conversations about plastic pollution. Hard to imagine a more effective way to raise awareness.
It was a masterclass in using adventure and innovation to drive social change.
All right, I'm officially blown away by this dude. David Mayer de Rothschild, eco-warrior, explorer, engineer, entrepreneur. Is there anything he can't do?
He's a multifaceted individual, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And he's using all of his talents and resources to leave a positive mark on the world. But there's more to his story, more adventures, more audacious projects, more adventures, more audacious projects, like his trip to the Amazon. Yeah. He went deep into the Ecuadorian Amazon to expose the environmental carnage caused by oil drilling.
So he's taking on big oil now.
Not afraid to go up against powerful interests, this one, shining a light on injustice, holding these corporations accountable.
He's like a goddamn eco-Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Stealing from the, well, not stealing, more like exposing their dirty secrets.
Right.
You also mentioned a dam project in Brazil.
The Belo Monte Dam project, a total shit show.
What was wrong with it?
Potentially wiping out huge chunks of rainforest, displacing indigenous communities. Rothschild was a vocal critic, rallying opposition, highlighting the consequences.
So this guy's not just about polar bears and plastic. He's fighting for the rainforest, indigenous rights, a sustainable and just future.
He gets it, you know? Climate change, environmental destruction, social injustice, it's all connected. He's trying to fix the system, not just the symptoms.
And he's doing it through this crazy mix of adventure, activism, and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Not your typical save the planet playbook.
This Rothschild's a Renaissance man, for sure. Explorer, author, filmmaker, businessman, using all the tools in his arsenal to make a difference.
Wait, books too. What's he written?
He wrote The Live Earth Global Warming Survival Handbook back in 2007, a practical guide for anyone who wants to reduce their impact and, prepare for the shitstorm.
So he's not all doom and gloom.
Not at all. Offers solutions, practical steps to make a difference. He believes we all have a role to play in creating a sustainable future.
Okay, I'm sold. This David Mayer de Rothschild is the real deal. But before we wrap up, gotta hear more about this equation for curiosity you keep mentioning. What's the deal with that?
It's this concept he's developed to encourage people to tap into their curiosity and passions. He believes curiosity is the driving force behind innovation and progress.
Curiosity, huh?
It's about asking questions, challenging assumptions, seeking new perspectives.
Sounds like a pretty good philosophy. So what's the equation?
He keeps it a bit vague. But basically, curiosity is a function of knowledge, imagination, and courage. The more you know, the more you can imagine. And the more courage you have, the more you're willing to explore the unknown.
Makes sense. So what's the takeaway for our listeners?
I think Rothschild's life and work offer a powerful message of hope. He's showing us we don't have to be passive bystanders. We can be agents of change, using our talents and passions to make a difference.
Right.
Whether it's sailing across the ocean in a boat made of garbage, trekking across the polar ice caps, or just making small changes in our daily lives, we can all contribute.
Couldn't agree more. So to everyone listening, take a page from Rothschild's book. Get curious, get off your asses, and start making some noise. The planet needs you.
That about wraps up our deep dive into the world of David Mayer de Rothschild, a fascinating character, a fearless adventurer, and a powerful voice for change.
And that's a wrap for us, folks. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Until next time, stay curious, stay engaged, and keep diving deep.